Chatham Glenwood Titans football on 970 WMAY, the news and talk of Springfield.
Roesch, safety and wide receiver for the Glenwood Titans, the linebacker, running back, J.D. Roesch. And right off the hop, I asked Aaron the first question I asked him, but I got to ask you guys too. It seemed like tonight there was a lot of jawing going on that field. And Cody immediately goes to J.D. Were you the start of this, J.D., or what's going on here?
No, they were really jawing, and just the coach at halftime all gave us a talk and just said, just walk away. He said the better athlete, just if they say something to you, you just walk away. And in turn, in the second half, that kind of got in their heads once they couldn't provoke us to do anything. So they started making mistakes.
It seemed like even their wide receivers and guys blocking downfield were even. Those guys seem to be talking more than the guys up front a little bit.
Yeah, they had it out for us, and it's all about the team.
Right.
You can't be self-centered. You can't be selfish. You gotta take it for the team, take it off the chin, walk away.
Well, and sometimes too, you never want to say it to become cocky, but there's just times where you just have to, kind of just look up at the scoreboard and be like, our play is doing the talking for us, right? I mean, that's what you got to do.
Yeah.
They came out, and I asked Aaron this right before you guys came over. They came out with a 4-wide set and threw the football. Did that kind of take you guys aback a little bit? Because all we had heard the week leading up to the game was triple option attack, triple option attack, triple option attack. The next thing you know, they're going 4-wide against you. Did that take you off the game just a bit?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we came out in our base set,
right,
and we adjusted very well. And I mean, of course, we were looking for the run the whole time,
right,
but their quarterback did all right. He stayed in there, did what he had to do.
Yeah, go ahead, JD.
I think it is pretty nice, though. Whenever the ball's thrown in the air, you can just almost bet on an interception. So.
That is true. It looked like Rogers really struggled throwing to the sidelines and throwing deep. He was really happy throwing button hooks for about 5 yards, but once you guys kind of caught on to that, you in particular, JD, in the middle of the field, that first drive that hit BJ Hill in the middle of the field for a big game. What we really like about you guys learn from your mistakes quick. Didn't let that happen again. Is that something you guys pride yourself on, going back to huddle being like, all right, this is what they ran, they're not doing that again?
Yeah, I mean, if something happens in practice and a kid catches a ball downfield, we'll immediately line up and run the exact same play until we get it right.
Okay.
And we just keyed on that after BJ caught that one, and he pretty much silent the rest of the game.
Yeah, the rest of the night he was. I got to take you through and ask you about the Dan Hellner interception. That had to be the both ends of the emotional spectrum, because it looks like you got a touchdown. Next thing you know, not only you have a personal foul, but now you lose Tyler DeRozier for the game. Take us through kind of the process on the sideline, what you guys went through, and how you kind of composed yourself afterwards to get that drive to go in for a score.
Well, at first I didn't even realize that it was called back.
Okay.
So I was still celebrating, but then I realized, I saw Coach and Tyler obviously got the boot, but I went back to the huddle and just said, all right, guys, let's lock it in, stay focused. This doesn't mean anything. We still play our game. So.
It all happened right in front of me, and
okay.
I had a hunch what was going to happen to him, but I have a feeling that we're going to fight through it and we'll be able to overcome. Well,
the one thing I guess you guys have going for you is the fact that you played a couple games without Tyler. Obviously, you want him on the field next to you there, but you know how to win football games without him. And you said it happened right in front of you. You don't have to go into too much detail, but it looked like him and number 51 for Southeast kind of got into it. And I don't know if 51 got into his dome a little bit or got into his personal space or what transpired, but maybe take us through that a little bit there, Cody, if you'd like.
It was the whole game, their offensive line, if they made it up to the second level, if they made it to the third level at the DBs, they were throwing hands under our face masks and all that stuff.
They're blocking in the back too.
Wow, okay.
And it got under everybody's skin. And unfortunately, he's the one that cracked.
And you're only human. I mean, you can only take so much before you snap. Unfortunately, you'd like to contain it, but just sometimes, the emotions get the better of you. And that's why I was really proud that you guys were able, moving on from that moment, you were able to say, like, you know what, we just got to let this go past. We got to let this just run off the shoulder here, basically, not even worry about it.
And we've been talking a lot about what may have been said at halftime. And I don't know if it was a fiery and passionate speech from Coach Rourke or yelling, but just being able to talk to you guys, I think you guys kind of realized, I don't know if you needed a big stirring speech at halftime, you know, you didn't play your best yourself, 28-0. But what was said by Coach Roesch at halftime?
You know, he just said, we got to come out. It's all about the team. You can't let them ruin what you got going for the team, and got to keep your head up, and the better athlete's going to walk away.
JD, I got to ask you, more fun for you to hit someone on defense or hit someone when you're running the football on offense?
I think they're both about the same.
Well, I don't know. I would think that he would really enjoy it when he can just walk into the end zone without anybody even touching him on that one play. I asked if somebody even breathed on you. I was curious because I'm pretty sure you could have walked through there. I mean, that was just such a huge hole on that goal line play.
Oh, yeah. I give that all to our offensive linemen. They've moved bodies, so.
That they did. They gave you a hole to run through, that's for sure.
And JD, something you tend to do, we always talk about, it gets to the 2-minute drill. We're thinking, you got 80 yards to go. And the next thing you know, JD Roesch gets a handoff, and he almost takes it to the house again. Is that just something where you're just like, you know what, I don't want to be on the field so much. I'm playing defense, too. Let's just get this back and let me hit somebody on Southeast.
Yeah, I stepped out of bounds, though, but yeah. I didn't. I was kind of disappointed in myself about that, but I don't know. I mean, if I see a hole, I go for it. So
I got to ask you about, this is the homecoming game, the emotions and all the things that happen off the field. How difficult is it for sometimes to just focus on the football with all the other distractions that go along with homecoming?
Well, Coach Roesch does a really good job of making sure that we know that what we contribute to the school is a football game. We don't have to get tied up in all the other stuff that's going on around us. We just need to focus on the game and be ready to come out and play.
So you got the plans for tomorrow night then? If you took care of business tonight, you got the plans for tomorrow night? Do you get to pick out your own outfit, or the lady friend do the outfit choosing for you?
These are men standing in front of us.
Hey, I'm a man too, but I'll tell you what, half my wardrobe my wife picked out for me. I'm not going to lie to you.
And JD's the one with the hot date, not me.
Flying solo there?
Nice.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with going stag to the prom.
I was going to say, Cody, he's a man, he's a free safety, and he takes that literally off the field, too. He's a free agent off the field, too, ladies.
Keep that in mind. Follow the Twitter handle.
So, JD, you pick out your own outfit, or?
I don't know anything about fashion, so.
He's pleading the fifth.
At least he's honest about it. So now you get the homecoming game out of the way. Obviously, you're going to have an entire week of build-up against Rochester. You're going to have to tune it all out. Are there certain things you've seen? Obviously, you haven't watched a lot of film because you go week to week. You're going to look at them on film tomorrow. But what are some of the things that you feel you guys need to key on against that Rochester team?
I think for me, it's just a lot of the short passing routes and breaking down, making plays. I missed a couple plays, tackles tonight, and just fundamental stuff mainly. So.
And for you, Cody, it's kind of the captain of the defensive backfield.
This is a huge game for us.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that. If all goes as planned, this game is for a share of the conference title.
That's true.
So it's just big. I think we're going to come out with a lot of fire on our belly and chip on our shoulder and make something happen.
That's what we like to hear.
And you bring up how next week's going to be a huge game. My question is, and obviously it's still a week away, so obviously you still got to figure out how to handle it, but how are you going to keep the distractions out, not listen to the noise? I mean, we're the talking heads here, so we get all week to sit there and speculate and think about what's going to happen. What is it that you guys do to avoid, because obviously you don't seem like guys who read your own press clippings. You seem to live in the now, and when it's game time, you go out there and play. So how do you avoid the off-field distractions of, the noise and people talking like, as you just said, it's a share for the conference title. I mean, there's going to be a lot of talk this week about that. How do you get past all that stuff and just focus on the game?
I try to take it play by play, so I think that really helps with me. After the play's over, no matter what happens, you just get up and get ready for the next one, even if it's something bad or something good. So.
And just keep your head up. Let everything negative just fly over your head and get ready to play.
I love it.
Yep.
These two guys, one of the big stalwarts, why the defense playing so well, and you can tell intelligent young men out there who give it their all on the field each and every time. Cody Johnston, JD Roesch, thank you guys so much for stopping by. We need to go to a break.